Jonathan has been defeated. We won, guys. I'm going in depth about what the happened last year, because from all the emotional damage this caused me, I want to make it into a YouTube video and farm some clout. So so we're going full Mogul Mail on this one. Hi, Editor Ezzy here. If you're new here, this isn't my usual type of content, and hopefully this is a one-time only thing. I wanted to cover this drama as I was part of it, and just to have that out there, honestly. Next video, we should go back to regular programming, so enjoy the rest of this video, or we'll see you guys in the next one. 1 year ago, I was part of some hefty Clipper drama, and as of today, we have won, and I'm so ecstatic to talk about it now. To give you an overview of what happened, there was this Clipper called Jonathan, the fastest Clipper. He was very popular in the AnyTube, VTuber scenes, basically trash days and their friends. He clipped so many things, and he was praised for being so fast because he sometimes posted it like minutes after it happened. So he was quite revered. He didn't deserve that in the slightest. Basically every stream I went to and something fun happened, it was always like, Jonathan, clip that, be the fastest, Jonathan, are you here? He was really popular. He didn't even have a channel that big, but he was known. So what happened is that in October last year, suddenly we started seeing clips of Mudan on his channel. And at some point we figured out that, hey, these are the exact same clips that we've been sharing in Mudan's Discord. So we got a little bit sus. But at that point, everyone still loved Jonathan. We were kind of excited that he was in Mudan's Discord, so we kind of made a bait message. I don't exactly know what we typed, but the bait worked. Here you see a screenshot of my conversation with him. This is a very old screenshot. I don't even have it on my phone anymore. Which is basically someone sending me a message like, hey, you're searching for that guy, and why do you think he's there? And what will you do if he's actually there? Spoiler alert, this is Jonathan. This is Jonathan under an alias. Here, he just kept messaging me, wanting me to add him as a friend. I did not know who he was at that time. At this point, we were also running up to a collab with Mudan, with we meaning Minerva, Larkin, and I. We were going to play Phasmophobia with Mudan. We were very excited. This was way before I started working for Mudan. We were just excited we could be playing a game with a streamer we love. We were all mods for him. But apparently word got around and he got light of that. And he started messaging us and started posting our clips on his channel. I found it out because I still followed him. And at first, I was a small streamer. I looked up to a lot of people he posted about. He was very known in the community. So I was excited. I found it very cool that me as a tiny ass streamer was featured on a channel like his. It just felt cool, you know? So people that were in my Discord at that time, you've seen me just share the clips. Like, hey, I got featured another time. Hey, Jonathan the fastest Clipper featured me on his page. And that was awesome for me because I just started streaming. I just hit affiliate. I didn't even hit affiliate at that point. It was so long ago. It was in my early days. It must have been flattering. Yes, it felt so good. And it boosted my ego a little bit. I needed that at the time. But that didn't really last very long because he kept uploading more stuff. He joined our Discords and he started uploading clips that weren't even like worth uploading, and even like more intimate moments on stream. I was like, I'm not very comfortable with this. I started to feel very anxious. I started to not share clips anymore in my Discord and in other people's, and I noticed that other people were doing the same, which wasn't great. At that time, I wasn't open about like this guy being Jonathan. A few people knew, but I wasn't open that this guy was Jonathan. He was just one random guy in my Discord that didn't say a thing. At some point, I was like, okay, I'm not very comfortable with this, but if I just ignore him, maybe he will go away. But then he started messaging me to clip things for him. And that's where some red flags started going on. I should have had them already, but I didn't. Basically, whenever Connor or anyone related to him went live, he messaged me or one of my friends like, hey, this person went live. Can you clip stuff for me? Which is very odd. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. If I asked me, it's like, hey, can you make them shout out my channel, or can you ask them what they think about me? At first, this guy Zeno on Discord, he didn't say it like, hey, shout out my channel, but like shout out Jonathan's channel. He was still pretending to not be Jonathan. I knew better. Just sucked. It was really weird. So I became more and more uncomfortable by him. And I think out of the group he pestered the most, I was the first to actually start blocking him and throwing him out of Discord, sorry. So this guy was trying to get you to work for him for free. Not just that, he was like even to a point of harassment and hostility that he was contacting me and my friends to do work for him. And especially when, as I said, I and others started to not share clips anymore unless they were in private chats. So he had less material to work with from us to begin with and in Mudan's chat. And I think there was also like a decline in clips on other streamers' Discords. So he clearly needed people to do it for him. That must have been scary for you to do as he was well known. Yeah, I was afraid to anger him because I think at that point in time, he had like over 100k subs on YouTube. And even people that weren't sub to him, people knew him. So going from the whiplash of, hey, this really known guy somehow finds my content interesting enough to share. Somehow I am among the same ranks as people like Connor and VTubers and Tectone and Mudan and such. People I looked up to. So that was scary. But like within a week or 2 weeks, it quickly went from, hey, this is cool, to, fuck, I'm uncomfortable. This is scary. I don't know what to do. And I was very lucky that I had Minerva on my side because she was on the receiving end of this as well. And she was a lot more vocal about it. She pushed a lot more back to him. I was just scared and I just locked down. I honestly love this channel, but listening to how he gets his clips is a bit disturbing. Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. Can stuff like this be taken down in the copyright? Yeah, I took down my clips on his channel because I was so uncomfortable, and at that point I think I had blocked him and was like, I'm not even gonna ask him to take it down, because from what I learned, Connor asked him to take certain things down. He didn't. He posted a clip with Connor's address, basically doxing him, and he asked to take him down. It was like, I think the only thing he actually took down when asked. So I copy claimed him. I should have copy striked him because I had like 6 clips or something, because if he didn't take it, then his channel probably would have been gone. But I copy claimed him because I was also like scared in case he would fight back, because if you do too many unbased copy strikes, you risk your own channel. I don't want to do that. Copy claiming was easier and safer for me. I should have done it differently, and I now know better. So I copy claimed him, which basically means the person gets a notice like, hey, you have to take this down within 7 days. If you don't, it turns into copy strike. I took everything down in 6 days, so he was just in time, but I don't know if he actually had a copy strike of it left, but everything was removed, and I was just glad that I was no longer on the channel. I know some other people that did the same, but apparently he did take all of it down, and everything was fine for a while. Sadly, there was no public information at the time that he was problematic, so me and Ezzy were essentially starstruck. I think the hardest part about what happened is that everyone loved him. There was next to no information on him being toxic, besides the fact that he uploads things, and some people have asked him like, hey, can you stop or at least wait until after the stream or until a day later to make sure that all the Twitch TOS is not violated, because up until very recently it was, or it is still, I am not completely sure, you could not upload anything of a Twitch stream until 24 hours after if you're an affiliate or a partner, which is part of your contract. If someone else does it, it still violates your contract. You have more basis to stand on, but essentially you're still responsible. You can't do that. It's still the case. Okay, it's still the case. Even though people asked him to stop, he didn't. But that's like the extent of what we knew about him being toxic. That was just hard because we were a bunch of nobodies running into an issue with someone that's very loved, and we did not have the sources or the contacts to fix it, or at least raise awareness about him. Because at some point it was quite literally a little bit triggering if you just open your favorite streamer's stream and not only the streamer but also the chat was just talking about like, hey, this guy is so fast, this guy is so cool, and like, no. So it turns out that we were not the only ones that were harassed in DMs. I found a clip of Ezzydesu where he did the same, not to the same extent, but let's just watch the clip and you'll get the gist of it. So this is Ezzydesu. He is a great streamer. Check him out. Links in the description.
4 a.m. this morning, which was about 12 hours ago, I got a message from a special someone. Do you guys know Jonathan, the fastest clipper in the West or whatever? They messaged me on Discord, and they were telling me, they were like, how they see everything. It was kind of ominous, not gonna lie. Jonathan was like, well, Evan, I see everything. And then they were like, do you have this person's Discord? And I was like, no, I don't. And they were like, you're lying, Evan. I see you in the Discord. I was like, fuck, maybe they do see everything, you know? So yeah, it was kind of weird and kind of ominous.
This happened in July 2021, a few months before I got in contact with Jonathan for the first time, which was like, I think October or something. So there's a precedent. There's very little coverage about it. Maybe there was, and he took that down for whatever reason. I don't know. There have been rumors that he was taking stuff down as well, and we simply don't know. So after working a little bit in the shadows, we also got into contact with a few people that were able to contact Connor and other creators. And at some point during a stream, Connor actually called out Jonathan. Yeah, let's just roll the clip.
Fuck's sake. Oh my god. Wait, sorry. Jonathan, the fastest clipper, if you're watching this, do not clip my shit. Why are you still uploading my clips? I told you not to. Just letting you know. I will copyright claim them if I fucking have to. Alright, there we go. I just saw that he fucking uploaded the clip. I told him not to. What the fuck? Why? Because he's so toxic, my god. He's so fucking rude. How have you like, my lord. Oh my gosh. He comes into the streams. I hate to go off on people, right? But like, he makes like 5,000 accounts, comes in the streams and types, what do you think about Jonathan Gustian, the fastest clipper? Like, what? Who does that? And then he gets banned by the mods for doing it like 5,000 times. And then he just makes a new account and fucking copy paste the same fucking message. It's kind of weird. Yeah, no. And generally just being quite rude and toxic. I asked him in DMs to not clip any more stuff. I said, yo, you can leave all the other clips up. I don't care, but please don't clip anything else and upload it. And then he blocked me on Twitter. And now he's just uploaded some clips. So I'll assume it's a mistake or your bot is still running. I'll handle it after the stream unless you want to take them down. All right, enough of that. No more drama now. Just wanted to say that just so everyone's clear. Just so everyone is aware of the circumstances. But you know, like in general, I'm totally fine with anyone clipping any of my stuff and uploading it, you know, like as long as you're not uploading like straight full VODs and like monetizing it and shit, I don't mind. And even then, it's you know, I don't care that much as long as they're not just being dickheads. But some people, like, for some reason, I don't know why, some people think that they get like clout for like just clipping someone else's stuff. It's like, bro, you literally just are like a barnacle on a boat, you know? If you're trying to just upload in mass shit and then take some credit for it, like you created it, like what?
So yeah, Connor was not happy with him, and this is one of the many callouts he has done. This is, by the way, uploaded by user Stop Eating Butts Please on the Trash Day subreddit. You'd get mad though, someone's capitalizing your content using your name. Oh yeah, and it was not even good content. It was just random clips, not really good clips either. To this day, I don't think he actually monetized his account. I don't think he could, or just didn't do it to make sure, but still he got a lot of clout out of this. A lot of people were angry about it, and I think Connor is still mild about what he said about like, yo, I'm not too fussed about people clipping my stuff as long as you don't do a lot of unedited entire thoughts or whatever. It became a problem, obviously. Jonathan said he cannot because of his content is not original. There you go. Connor ranting is great. Oh, I felt so good when I saw this clip. So that happened. To just be completely transparent, I'm not against clippers. I actually actively enjoy clippers, and I hope that one day when I'm big enough, I actually get a bunch of clippers. But there's a stark difference between people that upload your clips and edit them and take time to actually make good content out of them, out of passion and love for the creator, or just like, hey, I freaking love this clip, I just want to share it and put my touch on it. And whatever the fuck Jonathan has been doing, because all he has been doing is just upload as many shit as he could just to get some views and just to keep his name high. And I hate that. Kind of odd to anonymously ask people what they think of you. Also, who goes into DMs and says they see everything? Oh yeah, that's just terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Let's look at some comments. Yeah, a lot of people were already like, oh no. And I think this happened after Minerva made her post. So this is the post that Minerva made on the matter, on the Trash Day subreddit, just to try and raise some awareness. This was actually like rather quickly after things start to escalate. And honestly, looking at this screenshot right now, Jonathan was very pressed about finding out when PewDiePie would be on Trash Days. And now PewDiePie has been on Trash Days and suddenly his stuff got taken down. We've come full circle, guys. We've come full circle. It's amazing. Yeah, that's what he kept asking. Even in like Instagram, Facebook DMs, he went everywhere to make sure he could stay in contact with you. He even started harassing me on Twitter after I blocked him on Discord. It's a mess. And here's more about the PewDiePie stuff. Like, hey, do you know stuff? I still don't know why he was asking any of us, because remind you, we were like mods VIPs for like a few weeks at this point. I did not work for Mudan. I only started watching Mudan for like a few months at that point. How did he expect we knew anything to begin with? Oh, and here's a good example of CDawg is streaming. Help clip, please. That was also like, yeah. And here is where he basically confirmed that he was Jonathan, because Jonathan Gustian is the full name, I think. And we basically used him self-reporting to block him everywhere. Asked Mudan to shout out Jonathan and Ethel too. I still don't understand why he thought we had any connections to Ethel. Even now, a year later, and I work for people related to Ethel, I don't have contacts for any of them still. So even if someone asked me today anything about Connor or whatever, I could not answer it. I would have the same information as everyone else. He also basically admits he doesn't watch anyone's streams, really. He just takes clips he sees in Discord and people send them. We don't know the extent to how many people he actually had clipping for him. If his channel was still up and we analyzed all the clips he linked, because the only credit he did was like linking the clip, if that, we might have figured out some people that helped him. But yeah, that's just Minerva's post. We saw a clip of Connor earlier where he said that he asked him to take down some clips. This clip specifically, I think he was doing an unboxing, CDawg, and it's a dress show. So he terminated the VOD, but the clip was already up on YouTube because he was so fast. Like, that's also like a problem with what he was doing. If a VOD needs to be taken down, all the clips go with it. But if you upload the clips before the VOD is able to be taken down, there's nothing you can do. And it's just up and you don't know who did it or that it happened in the first place. And then for all you know, some very problematic information or doxing information could be out there. So he asked it and he knew he was basically in the wrong because he panicked like badly. Okay, oh bro, I deleted, chill. I've deleted. Can we be friends at the end? So like, this is one of the contacts Connor had with him. And I imagine if a big streamer messages you, of course you panic, but he knew what he was doing. But the irony was that you remember the clip we watched of Connor calling him out? He uploaded that clip as well. With the phrase, please forgive me, CDawgVA. I'm sorry to be this rude to his fans, and CDawgVA himself link. In a different instance, he asks you to take something down. Then he finds that there's a clip where Connor asks him to no longer clip his stuff or at least post it. Then he uploads that clip asking for forgiveness. This was so cringe. So when all of this was going on, several Reddit posts were made. People were calling people out. There was a second clipper that was trying to one-up Mudan. That's one of the clippers that was in quote-unquote rivalry with Jonathan, but we are very sure it's either him or someone he knows. Most of that rivalry was basically fabricated, and just to create more clout for Jonathan, because most of those rivals went dormant like really quickly after all this drama and after being called out, and just not even being called out very publicly, but to a degree. So several months after most of the drama took place and it seemed stable / resolved to a degree, I googled the drama because I was like actually curious if there was still new things to be discovered, if it had any new things going on, if Jonathan came back, whatever. Turns out one of the VTuber news pages on YouTube covered the drama. I did not know. I was very glad that someone did, actually, that someone outside of us do, and outside of Connor doing call outs and people making posts about that, actually covered it and actually got some views, making sure that the news was spread and adding some credibility to it. This is the video. It's Trash Days deals with toxic editor, VTuber audits and try a new outfit, blah blah blah. The toxic editor refers to one of the rivals of Jonathan that wanted to one-up Mudan and upload a Trash Days After Dark quicker than Mudan would, which is dumb because Mudan usually uploads the next day and he uploaded the same day. It was just weird. As I said, it's probably just Jonathan himself or a friend of him that was fabricated for that rivalry bullshit. That was also like something that came very out of the blue. Let's just roll it.
Finally, we have a trash taste clipper being very toxic in one of the big clip channels in the VTuber trash taste anime community. They said, Jonathan, the most toxic clipper. And if you don't know who this is, it is Jonathan, the fastest clipper. He considers himself the fastest clipper because he will clip anything literally
Yeah, you can
minutes
see
after it happens.
Tactile,
And as you can see
Anime
here,
Man.
he just clips so many people. Iron Mouse, Silvervale. We had someone saying there are about
That's
a
my
dozen
post.
screenshots I could share about this, which I'll happily do if people want me to, but I wanted to add my point of view without making another post on the subreddit. As a small streamer, it was really cool that having a collab stream with Mudan got my clips on Jonathan's channel between clips of all of my fave. The oh shit this is cool kind of thing, but that feeling waned pretty quickly as Jonathan started harassing me and my friends, demanding for our personal information and information about Trash Taste and friends, demanding we go to other people's streams to make clips and send them to him and ask him to shout out Jonathan. It eventually led that I wasn't even comfortable sharing clips in certain Discord because I wanted to share them with just the fans of someone, but if I did, he would post them. This includes clips of myself and my friends. My comfort grew, but I was unsure if I should start a fight with someone significantly more reach and is known by most of the AniTube streamer fan base. Again, I'm a super small streamer slash YouTuber, but I have taken action to protect myself and hopefully my clips should be removed from this channel within the week. Stay safe everyone, nobody deserves harassment like this. Felt like I needed to add, but I am not a random person on the internet, but one of Mudan's mods and loyal viewers, which is probably part of the reason I got targeted at the first place, along with actually collabing with Mudan on stream. I also want to put a disclaimer, this is in no way Mudan's fault or responsibility. This guy Jonathan basically claims that he is a god and he's better than people because he clips shit really fast.
It's an
he also said I edited the Trash
friend.
Taste
We
after
sure.
dark stream faster than Mudan, and as you can see, he basically just likes when they mention his name. Like, he has a video titled Gigug mentions my channel name, and then if we go to his pinned video on his channel, it is CDawg mentions my channel name, which weirdly has 113,000 views. It's also not just Jonathan, it's Zohane or Zohan, who is also equally as shitty as Jonathan. And Zohane was the one that went after the Mudan podcast, not Jonathan. But yeah, they're both equally terrible. They were just trying to get information out of people that have talked to Mudan or collabed with them because they just want information on Pewdiepie and Trash Taste, and they just want these people's personal information because they think just because they're a clip channel and they get lots of views and clips at first, they have clout. There's plenty of clip channels. I don't know why people glorify a single clip channel. Maybe there's a community that I have no idea about, which there apparently is, about clip channels. I just wanted to cover this to shed some light on the situation.
So yeah, this is Kill. I actually watch his videos regularly now. Something that he covered that I hadn't covered yet is that in the midst of the harassment, he also wanted personal information from people. At that point, I already tried to distance myself a little bit from him, so I didn't get the worst of that. He started asking for phone numbers and other information. It was very weird. Wasn't it a drama from the 24-hour charity stream? No, the 24-hour charity stream happened long after this happened. I don't exactly know what happened with the 24-hour charity stream because I was mostly just busy doing the timestamps for that. So I was just out of the loop completely. The fact that this stuff isn't monetized make it weirder. Yeah, like what is your goal? His videos have very meager amount of views. He could monetize only a couple of cents, no more, no less. He used to get a lot of views. That's like the thing. This is Jonathan's Socialblade. He didn't have meager views. He had a lot of views. He had like a couple of hundred and a couple of thousand views, and then he went like up into the millions in May 2021. So 1.5 years ago, he had like 12 million views in like a month. 8 million, 10 million. It went up and down a little bit. And like here, this is October. This is just before he started contacting us. We already saw he was falling off a bit because he was uploading a lot more and a lot more creators besides CDawg, but he was still like 6 million views in a month, which is insane. But then you see a drop. This is when we were fighting our fucking hardest to get this guy down. He went from however many, like how many subscribers did he have? This is just the flux of subscribers. This is not the total amount. I think he had like 100k subscribers and he went down to like 33k, and then the lowest I've seen is like 11k. He basically he just plummeted like real quickly, and then he was basically dead for a bit. Like he didn't gain subscribers much. He hit his subscriber count as well. He still got some views because obviously, and then suddenly he went back up again earlier this year, like 1 million views, which is not very weird to think about when he got so many views. Like old clips still get views and he had a lot of them, but he went back up again that month for whatever reason. I don't know what happened. He went back up again and now he's gone. This is last month. He got terminated like today or something. So he was climbing back up and there was an increased amount of people looking for info on him. And I think the views went up because of that, because more people were looking for him. YouTube thought, oh wait, people are interested in him again. So he got recommended more, got more views naturally because of that. I don't know exactly, but it seems that's the most likely case. And now he's gone. I haven't been keeping tabs on him because I blocked him and I put on not interested. I did my hardest to completely remove him from my YouTube feed, but he got back up and probably pissed off again the wrong people that actually decided to copy strike him. Because when you go to his channel, it says this account has been terminated because we received multiple third-party claims of copyright infringement regarding material the user posted. So he got just absolutely fucked. You can see he suddenly got a spike of new subscribers, which seems in line with the spike of viewers. I don't know what happened here though. I would guess he got quite a few after the 24-hour stream. The 24-hour stream was like April. Wait, that might actually coincide. This might have been the 24-hour stream, him clipping that. He had a ton of clips from the After Dark stream. Yeah, and it took forever for all the VODs that got uploaded too. Like there were like 7 parts. So like there were 7 VODs but 1 per week. So it took like 2 months for everything to get uploaded. So all the clips were naturally, people loved that. When was this? Okay, so this happened shortly after the 24-hour stream and was uploaded first, I believe. So this was March 31st. This was a few days after March. So this coincided exactly with the 24-hour stream. But after everything I've said here today, I'm just happy that his channel is terminated because he lost the name. He can come back under a different name, but he lost the name. And that's one of the powers he had. I don't think he will stay gone, but something we do have on our side is the fact that if you're banned on YouTube, you're not allowed to come back. So if he makes another channel and we figure out that it's him and we can prove that, we can just report him to YouTube because it's not allowed. He will just get banned again. And I think eventually he will just stay gone. This last thing is just Minerva's last post on the matter. And 1 year ago, I was harassed about Pewdiepie X Trash Days, but today I found out he's finally gone. This is a great weight off my chest, gives me great closure to me and Ezzydesu. Thank you for this subreddit for backing me up against a bigger channel, and sorry to the mods for being annoying. So I fully stand behind this message. I didn't realize it was there until I was looking for the original post. But yeah, I stand behind this because it was bad. It took a long while to get over everything that happened. I started to grow very untrustworthy of clips channels in general, but also random people messaging me. It was very tough because I wanted to become a streamer and a YouTuber, and it killed a lot of my motivation. And especially in those early days, I was really growing. And this took so much time and effort that I've forsaken my channel a little bit. And it's just sad because I think that also like halted some of the progress I could have done. I learned a lot from this, and I'm glad it happened when I was a small streamer. I actually just love that the conclusion of this is he was harassing us on one of the things being the Trash Days PewDiePie collab, and now PewDiePie has been on Trash Days and he's gone. But like Minerva said, the victors write the history and we won this war. And with we, I mean Minerva and I, people that were directly affected in our circles, but also everyone else that got in this drama and that was having trouble with this guy. Everything is on here. The controversy is in detail on here. This page has been changed a lot in the last year, but now the page has been rewritten to include everything and everyone and just the correct links to everything. And I think he was just naive and cloud chasing, but even if someone's naive, the way he has been harassing people, asking people for personal information, have people do things for him, and be absolutely super nasty and toxic to people and not honoring requests and such, it's just, I don't like people like that. So that was about everything I wanted to mention today. And if you want to see more, I will have links of all my sources and other things in the description. You can take a look on yourself. If you are in drama like this, if you are the target of harassing of bigger channels, of clips channels, or other stuff like this, speak out. Nobody deserves this. And however small it might feel, it certainly leaves an impact, because even though this happened a year ago, and however small it might seem, like, hey, this guy was just uploading a bunch of clips of you, everything added up so much that there's still a lot of it that affects how I make content and interact with my community to this day. And especially as it happened like really early in my streaming career, it's something that affects me. I'm just glad it's over, that I could cover it right now. I will do my best to have timestamps in this video because it's just a rambling mess. I'm glad I can leave it behind me, and I hope that people can learn from this. Thank you for everyone for watching. Thank you everyone that was on the stream today. And we're going back to regular programming after this video. Like, subscribe, whatever. And for now, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.